Lewis Hamilton has stolen the spotlight once again with an incredible sprint record that has just been revealed. This insane feat not only confirms his dominance on the track, but also has the potential to change the competitive landscape at the upcoming Chinese GP. With an amazing time record, many are wondering if this will be the deciding factor in the fight for the next victory. Let's discuss. Lewis Hamilton has once again made history in the world of Formula One with an incredible performance in the sprint qualifying session of the Chinese Grand Prix. For the first time with Ferrari, Hamilton managed to secure pole position and break the lap record at the Shanghai International Circuit. This achievement is a very important turning point, not only for Hamilton, but also for the Ferrari team, which had previously been doubted about its ability to compete at the top of the standings this season. Most observers did not expect Ferrari to be able to compete for pole position in the Chinese GP, especially after Lewis Hamilton's less than impressive debut in Australia. In his first race with the Italian team, Hamilton faced several obstacles that made many doubt his potential with Ferrari. A lack of pace in the car, a strategy that did not quite suit his racing style, and a lack of communication with the team were major challenges for the seven-time world champion. Some analysts even predicted that Hamilton's adaptation to Ferrari would take longer than expected. Some also questioned whether Hamilton could outperform his teammate Charles Leclerc, who already understands the character of the Ferrari car better and has a closer working relationship with the technical team. But Hamilton turned all those predictions on their head with a spectacular performance in Shanghai. In a dramatic qualifying session, he set the fastest time of 1 minute and 33.840 seconds, which not only earned him pole position but also set a new record at the circuit. His success was made all the more special by the fact that he finished just 0.018 seconds ahead of his main rival, Max Verstappen, who had previously been favored to take pole position. This result is an important milestone in Hamilton's journey with Ferrari. Not only does it prove that he still has the speed and ability to compete at the highest level, but it also shows that Ferrari can now be a serious challenger to Red Bull. Fans and observers are now waiting to see if this extraordinary performance can continue into the main race, where Hamilton has the opportunity to take his first win with Ferrari. If he can maintain this form, the 2025 season could be one of the most exciting in F1 history. Lewis Hamilton has once again made Formula One history by taking pole position at the Chinese Grand Prix. This is no ordinary pole position, but a major milestone in a career filled with extraordinary records. Hamilton's last pole position was in 2023, so this achievement ends a long period without a front-row start for him. For some time now, many have questioned whether he can still dominate, given the increasingly tough competition and his age, which has now reached 40. However, amidst all these doubts, he has proven that he is still one of the best drivers in the world of Formula One racing. Not only that, this pole position is also Hamilton's first since joining the Ferrari team. His move to leave Mercedes and choose to race with the legendary Italian team had been a hot topic, with many waiting to see if he could adapt to the new car. The results he achieved in China are the answer to all these questions, as well as proof that his adaptation with Ferrari is going very well. In addition to being his first pole position with Ferrari, this achievement also places Hamilton as the oldest racer to achieve pole in almost 3 decades. At the age of 40, he is the oldest racer to start from pole position since Nigel Mansell did so in 1994. This further emphasizes how extraordinary his resilience and ability are in maintaining performance in the most prestigious racing event in the world. Not only that, Hamilton also made new history as the first British racer to achieve pole position with Ferrari since 1990. This achievement further strengthens his position in the Formula One history books, especially for Ferrari fans who have long been waiting for a British racer to shine again with the team with the prancing horse logo. This extraordinary performance proves that Hamilton still has speed, toughness, and determination. Although many doubted his ability to compete at the highest level, this result is a very convincing answer. Hamilton has once again shown the world that he is not finished and still has great ambition to continue winning and adding to his collection of Formula One records. Hamilton himself admitted that he was surprised by the result. He revealed that he did not expect Ferrari to be competitive enough to take pole position at the Chinese GP, especially after seeing McLaren's strong performance in winter testing and at the Australian GP. One of the key factors in his success was the greater comfort of driving the Ferrari SF25 in Shanghai compared to Australia. "I felt more comfortable right from the start this weekend," said Hamilton. "The first sector is the best for me, and that's where I found most of the lap time improvements." Communication with his race engineer, Riccardo Adami, has also improved, although there are still some aspects that need to be improved. Hamilton has been used to Mercedes' communication patterns for more than a decade, and adapting to Ferrari's system will certainly take time. This result raises many questions and new hopes for Ferrari. With Hamilton starting the sprint from pole position, his chances of taking his first win with Ferrari are increasing. However, there are still some questions, especially regarding Ferrari's speed in long races. Hamilton himself admitted that he had not done a long simulation with the SF-25 in dry conditions. Ferrari focused more on other aspects during pre-season testing in Bahrain, so the sprint race at the Chinese GP will be the first opportunity for Hamilton to really understand how his car performs in a full race. If Ferrari can maintain their competitive pace throughout the sprint and main race, it could be a sign that they are ready to challenge Red Bull and McLaren for the title this season. Conversely, if their performance continues to decline, Ferrari will need to find a solution immediately to remain competitive. Hamilton's success in taking pole position at the Chinese GP has had a significant impact on the fight for the title and the internal dynamics within the Ferrari team. Going into this weekend's race, many predicted that Red Bull and McLaren would be the two teams to dominate this season, given their impressive performances in the early rounds. However, with Hamilton's exceptional qualifying results, Ferrari have once again proven that they are still a force to be reckoned with in the title race. In addition, this performance has the potential to affect the balance of power between Hamilton and Leclerc within the Ferrari team. In recent seasons, Leclerc has been widely regarded as the team leader and Ferrari's main contender for the title. However, Hamilton's impressive performance in Shanghai could be a turning point that changes the dynamics within the team. If Hamilton continues to show his superiority in the next few races, Ferrari may have to re-evaluate its strategy, including who will be the main priority in car development and race strategy allocation. On the other hand, Max Verstappen and Red Bull will certainly not remain silent in the face of Ferrari's threat. Verstappen only narrowly lost out to Hamilton in qualifying, which shows that he is still very competitive and has a great chance to turn things around in the sprint and the main race. Red Bull are likely to make adjustments to their strategy and car setup to ensure they remain at the forefront of the competition. Meanwhile, McLaren cannot be ruled out either. Although they failed to dominate in qualifying this time around, the Woking team still have the potential to be a serious threat in the race. With the right strategy and the best performance from their drivers, McLaren can still surprise and be at the front of the pack. This pole position is more than just an individual achievement for Hamilton. It is proof that Ferrari is still competitive and that Hamilton, despite being 40 years old, can still compete at the highest level. The big question is whether he can maintain his advantage in the race. If Hamilton is able to turn this pole position into a win in the sprint race and the main race, it will be a strong signal that Ferrari is truly back to winning ways. This success could also prove that Hamilton's move is the right one to pursue the next World Championship title. However, if the team's performance in the endurance races starts to falter, Ferrari will need to find a solution immediately to remain competitive throughout the season. If this win continues into the next few series, Ferrari has the potential to return as a dominant team. However, if this result is only temporary, then it is too early to call them the main challenger for the championship title. Is this the beginning of a new era for Hamilton at Ferrari, or just a momentary surprise? Write your opinion.